All right, thanks for staying with us. We're going to start with the nation. Shatima Akume Akpabio Wike hardship over soon. Petrol tanker owners suspend product loading. Stimulate local production to end forex crisis. All right, which story? And there are other stories inside the papers. Which story are we taking?
Yes, so let's take Benue State Governor Hyacinth Alia, who was speaking yesterday at the Chapel of Grace at Government House in Makurdi, state capital. And he was saying that some indigenes of the state are working with foreigners, especially people from Niger Republic, to destabilize the state, and that his administration will block their activities and, the agents of destabilization. So he says, and I quote, "I'm quite saddened to speak about what some fellow Benue citizens are doing, what they are planting and executing, which is not in favor of the state. The security report has revealed that some Benue indigenes have gone out of their ways to invite herdsmen all the way from Niger Republic to troop into Benue State, all in the name of bringing down this administration. This is unacceptable, but the security agents are doing their work." And he, says that they will fish out all those who are guilty of this and punish them. And also that Benue citizens should not be afraid, that security agencies are ready to ensure the safety of the people and their property. And that it's no longer election time. This is time for governance. So the people should be patriotic enough to be able to, work for the benefits of their, state, and not working against it, conniving with outsiders to come and, cause mayhem in the state.
Yes, I have the Nigerian Association of Road Transport Owners, NATO. They notified the DSS and the Nigerian Midstream and Downstream Regulatory Authority, and also the major Energy Marketers Association of Nigeria, MIMAN, on its plan to suspend operations. And the reason why, in all that was written here is really about operational cost in the industry. They said that they're giving a notice of withdrawal of their operations as a result of this. They said that, they have, tried in many ways to talk to different stakeholders or associations involved in this, and they haven't gotten any, positive feedback yet. They said they are deeply constrained to seek the support and understanding of union and members towards the excruciating challenges petroleum trucks owners are facing with high operational costs in the industry. Made several efforts to negotiate appropriate freight rates with MIMAN, but to no avail. And so they have resolved to direct all their members not to make their petroleum trucks available for petroleum products loading activities with effect from Monday, that's today. They're saying, so in line with this directive, they're employing all their employees, that's petroleum truck drivers, to show maximum cooperation, support, and understanding for their collective efforts for continued sustainability of petroleum haulage business. So we know what that would mean. It means that there will be scarcity of petrol, at the fuel stations until this is resolved. I know we've had a couple of times, they've come on the show and we've asked, what is the way forward? And when they sit here, they talk about,
hopefully we'll discuss it further in our hot topic. All right, so our Vice President, Kashim Shettima, and Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, and others gave a ray of hope for Nigerians yesterday when they went for the Sun Awards. He was there, the Vice President was represented yesterday, and he was saying that they were talking that there will be some kind of hope very soon, that they reassured Nigerians that things will get better very soon. According to the paper he delivered, so the government is commencing the implementation of the Polaku Initiative. It's a large-scale resettlement program aimed at addressing the root cause of farmer-herders clashes. He said that they also inaugurated a steering committee to coordinate implementation of all the various initiatives fulfillment by the president, and that he noted that the president is committed to do a vibrant press to ensure that they are not going to be infiltrating in press freedom. They'll make the press free and independent. Media is essential to a healthy democracy that we hope to have. Furthermore, he said that the Tinubu administration will remain steadfast in their commitment to building a brighter future for all Nigerians under the Renewed Hope agenda. That is tough now, they know, but they believe that it's going to get better I think the economy will definitely get better in the coming months.
So I want to take the story about PENCOM, the National Pension Commission, head by the Director General, Mrs. Aisha Dai-Umar. She was speaking at the Congress of Financial Correspondents Association of Nigeria, FICAN, in Abuja, and she said that they've been able to recover 25.4 billion from employers who failed to remit pension contribution. Of that 25.4 billion, 12.9 billion was the principal amount and 12.5 billion was from penalties imposed on defaulters. So she's advising that it is very expensive if you default. So companies should remit. Many companies make pension deductions but do not remit the pension amounts into the PENCOM account. And they said if they would have done more because there are billions out there that are being withheld by companies but not remitted, but they don't have enough enough hands that are recovery agents available. So when they have more recovery agents available, people it would be compulsory for them to release this money and pay the penalties, because it's costing the PENCOM money to get agents to retrieve the amount. So compliance is better than waiting to be forced to comply. And I'm happy that at least pensioners would be at peace with the new PENCOM reform that has been ongoing. Let's just encourage employers to pay the pension deductions as I went due.
The Punch. Police warn against violence as Labour gives fresh conditions. Naira weakens as banks' dollar sales plunge by $250 million. FG marketers meet today. Tanker drivers insist on strike. 15 trucks of smuggled foods intercepted in Sokoto, says customs. Nigeria-Brazil plan new MOU as trade drops by $8 billion. And Navy 6 speedy trial of oil thieves. Okay, let's take one story before we're going to break.
A major headline. So the police authorities have said they will not condone any form of violence during the planned two-day demonstration declared by the organized labor in protest against the hardship of Nigerians and the high cost of living in the country. Now, the police handed down the Riot Act on Sunday as the Nigerian Labour Congress gave fresh conditions ahead of the minimum wage negotiation, which will be starting today, that's Monday. And they said the warning was also coming against the backdrop of the alarm raised by the African Development Bank that rising prices of fuel and other commodities could lead to social unrest in Nigeria, Ethiopia, Angola, and Kenya. And, the warning was in their microeconomic performance and outlook for 2024. Which they had projected that Africa's economy would grow higher than the 3.2% recorded in that period. But that an increase in the fuel and commodity prices occasioned by currency depreciation or subsidy removal in Nigeria, Angola, Kenya, and Ethiopia could trigger internal conflict. And we know that the NLC had given an ultimatum which had expired, and they had planned that they would start up their protests 1 week after the expiration of the ultimatum they had given. So they are going to be starting the protest February 27th. And they are saying that one of the reasons they are protesting is the high cost of living, and also the fact that they had said they wanted the minimum wage to be 1 million, but they are saying now that they will bring it down to reflect the economic realities of the country. They are willing to negotiate it down. However, the minimum wage must match. People must be able to use it to cater for their basic needs, and that's what they are fighting for. But they are promising also that the protest will be done within the confines of the law, and so we should not expect any form of disorganized.
All right, let's go on a short break now. We come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. Right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.